Hey Marie 6 family. I'm doing some back rear brake pads for like 07 to 09 Cadillac Escalade ESV, the long body. Now, I already put the rotor on, as you guys see. If you do need to change your rotor, there's two bolts back here. They size 18. Let's see if I can point to them. One's right here. And then one's lower is right here. This, you guys can see this bolt. That's for the bracket to hold your rotor. That's your rotor, in case anyone needs help doing brakes. These are clamps for your brake pads, to hold your brake pads in place. You just push the rotor, snap them in there. Sometimes they're irritating. You make sure the rotor is not rubbing right down in here, but when the caliper pushes it, it'll be off it. And you slide your brakes on. Put your front in. Try to hold it. They're supposed to be. I gotta push the tab down. You push these tabs down, push them up towards there. So I'm just trying to show you guys how to do the brakes real quick. Your front one, and then your rear one, you do the same. Push it in there, just like that. Your brake pads are on. However, I do gotta change this caliper because they waited so long, they messed up the rotor. And the caliper is froze out, and the boot is ripped. So all you gotta do for that is take this 11. It's the brake line hose, so it's gonna drip. But I got mine already on loose, so I don't lose that much fluid and have to bleed it that bad. Cause after you do brakes, you mess with the brake line, anything with the brake fluid, you will have to bleed it. So then I'm gonna get my caliper and put it on like this. Make sure these two tabs in. One on the bottom and one on the top. Just like that. There's one right here. And then the bolt right here. They did give us new bolts. I think they size half 13 millimeter. I got my ratchet. You gotta get a 13 millimeter socket, which I have. I got 11 on there right now. This I clean the bolts, the old bolts for the bracket, because when you put Loctite on it, it gets corroded on there. And you gotta lift up on this a little bit and spin it in. Let me see if I can do it. Make sure your bolt lines up. Put one bolt right there on the top of the caliper. I gotta tighten it down. Then let me get the bottom one in. I like to get the bolts in so I don't. Get them both in before you tighten either one. I'll try just doing hand tight as far as I can. And then this is the bleeder bolt I was talking about, which on here is a size 11. I'm gonna take that out, clean the end of the brake line. And you gotta put these two washers on that. It's very important, one on each side when you do it. And you tighten these down, and then I'm gonna put the hose on, and that'll be the brake job done with the rotor and the caliper. Like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate everyone. Let me get this ratchet on. Put it on tighten, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright, we're gonna tighten them up. You guys see this is moving, so you get a wrench and put it on it. Just hold it to tighten it up. I'll do that in a second. Tighten this bottom one. It's probably gonna spin too. Okay, let me get a wrench and hold it. Maybe I can tighten it by hand. Alright.